Hello. In this speech, I want to talk about my anxiety and how I've struggled with it. And I'm still learning to cope with it every day. I've never really been the most outgoing person, but I wouldn't say I was anxious growing up either. I was fine being around people, class presentations weren't difficult to do, and I loved going to social events. It didn't bother me. I actually liked being the center of attention sometimes. But as time goes on and life starts to shift, new experiences will come your way, whether you want them to or not. And with that, you might not always be ready. During the last few months of my junior year, I went through an enormous shift. I had to change schools. I had to go into incredibly difficult AP classes. I wasn't with my friends anymore. New environment, new life practically, and that affected me greatly. And even worse, COVID happened, and I was practically in a bubble for the longest time. This made my anxiety worse, and I could barely even talk to people. I couldn't speak up in a Zoom class. I couldn't answer the phone without overthinking of how I sounded. I couldn't even hang out with my friends. The thought of leaving my house drained me to oblivion that I just stayed inside. At first, I didn't recognize it as anxiety. I just thought I had to cope. But when I realized that I was turning everything down and I couldn't do simple things, I realized I had to advocate for myself. I practically begged my parents to bring me to a consultation. They didn't like the idea of medication or therapists or anything like that, but after a much needed protest, it happened. And I finally got a therapist, and with that, I was told to journal. This helped me tremendously. I'm not the most consistent person, I'll admit, and I definitely don't do this every day, but it helped me learn more about myself. It helped me learn about my boundaries, my likes, my dislikes, what helped me calm down, even if I didn't know it. And I'm still figuring things out, but what helped me the most was realizing that avoiding anxiety only made it louder. I had to face it little by little, and it's almost embarrassing how recently I figured this out, but while I'm still not where I want to be, I've made real progress, and these experiences taught me that anxiety can truly sneak up on you when life changes and isolation mix together. But I also learned that working through it doesn't always have to be dramatic. It starts small, and I still deal with anxiety every day, but I've stopped letting it control me, and honestly, that's something I'm very proud of. Thank you.